So Ukraine's fortunes are rapidly changing, with Russia now claiming massive gains even in its Kursk region, where Kiev's forces, remember, had initiated their most dramatic assault last year. Now, on the other hand, the most prominent Ukraine backer, Europe, is desperately looking for a way to prevent a potential isolation that Donald Trump is signaling with his overtures to the Russian President Vladimir Putin. And our next report gets you more details on how Europe is hoping to appease Trump as the war continues to rage on in Ukraine.
With explosions illuminating Kyiv's night sky and Russian forces pressing their advantage, Ukraine is facing a perfect storm of military setbacks amid wavering Western support. With Trump and Putin inching closer, Europe is scrambling to prevent a Russian victory. The skies over Kyiv burn. Explosions ripple through the night. The war grinds on, but the balance is shifting fast. Ukraine's air defense forces claim they intercepted a swarm of Russian drones. Moscow asserts its troops have breached Ukrainian defensive lines, advanced across Kursk, and secured key positions in Ukrainian territory. Kyiv calls it misinformation, but the battlefield tells a different story. If Russia regains Kursk, it will deliver a crushing blow to Zelensky, who's been positioning the region as a crucial bargaining chip in future negotiations. Images from the front line show exhausted Ukrainian troops repelling wave after wave of Russian attacks in Kharkiv. The tide is turning.
We have a lot of combat actions going on, for example, when our positions are stormed during counter-battery actions. We have to work a lot.
A dictator without elections.
Washington's patience with Ukraine is wearing thin. After calling Zelensky a dictator, the US is now pressuring Kyiv to strike a peace deal on terms that seem increasingly liked by Moscow.
Look, President Trump is obviously very frustrated right now with President Zelensky. The fact that that he hasn't come to the table, that he hasn't been willing to take this opportunity that we have offered. I think he eventually will get to that point, and I hope so very quickly.
On Tuesday, in a dramatic shift, Trump's administration initiated direct talks with Moscow and Riyadh, excluding both European allies and Ukraine from the negotiations. This diplomatic bombshell follows a private call between Trump and Putin, sending shockwaves through NATO capitals. Britain and France hastily crafted plans to deploy 30,000 European troops to Ukraine. But the plan isn't getting any support from major European powers. Now Paris is hesitating on deploying French boots on Ukrainian soil.
I have not decided to send troops to Ukraine tomorrow. No, what we are considering instead is sending forces to guarantee peace once it has been negotiated and signed.
In another interesting development, the UK Prime Minister announced first that he will be heading to Washington for an audience with Trump. But now Macron has got an appointment with Trump ahead of Starmer, and expressing further doubts about troop deployment, European unity crumbles at this crucial moment. Bureau Report, WION World is One.
For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.